Hello guys, welcome back to Hi Krishi Codes. I hope you are doing great. In the previous video, we start pattern printing in Python and learn how to create a square pattern and a right triangle pattern using nested loop. In today's video, we are going one step further. We are going to learn how to create an inverted triangle pattern and a parameter pattern using nested loop. I will explain every part of the code step by step. So even if you are a beginner, you will be able to understand the logic easily. So let's get started. First, inverted triangle pattern. Let's start with the inverted triangle. For I in range 5, 0 and then -1. For j in range I and then print a star and then print. So let's understand this code carefully. First, look at the outer loop. For I in range 5, 0, -1. Here, range has three values. 5 is the started value, 0 is the stopping value, -1 means the value decreased by 1 each time. So the values of I will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This means our numbers of stars will decrease in every row. Now let's look at the inner loop. For j in range I. The inner loop depends on the current value of I. When I is 5, it prints 5 stars. When I becomes 4, it prints 4 stars. Then 3, then 2, and finally 1. So the number of stars keeps decreasing with every row. So the output will be this. Okay, now let's learn second example. Understand the logic. Let's break this down row by row. Row 1, 1 I equals to 5. So the inner loop runs 5 times. We get 5 stars. Row 2, I equals to 4. Now the inner loop runs 4 times. 4 stars. Now row 3, I equals to 3. Now 3 stars. And this continues until I becomes 1. That's why the pattern looks inverted. Okay. And second, pyramid pattern. Okay, now let's create a pyramid pattern. For I in range 1 comma 6, sorry, 1 comma 6, and then for j in range 5 minus I, and then print and then for j in range 2 into I minus 1. Okay, and then print a star and then last print. Okay, now this pattern is slightly more interesting because we are using two inner loops. So this is actually a nested loop structure where we use two loops inside the outer loop. The first inner loop is responsible for printing spaces. The second inner loop is responsible for printing stars. Let's understand them separately. So the first inner loop spaces for j in range 5 minus 1 print space, and these loops print spaces before the stars. Why do we need spaces? Because we want the star to move toward the center and from the pyramid. When the row number increases, the number of spaces decrease. And then second inner loop stars for j in range 2 into I minus 1 print a star, and this loop decided how many stars we need. The formula is 2 into I minus 1. Let's see what happened. When I equals to 1, 2 into 1 minus 1 equals to 1. So we get 1 star. When I equals to 2, So 2 into 2 minus 1 equals to 3. So we get 3 stars. When I equals to 3, so 2 into 3 minus 1 equals to 5. So we get 5 stars. The number of stars increases by 2 in every row. So the output will be these. So remember these three important things for an inverted triangle, the number of stars decreases. For a normal triangle, the number of stars increases. And of a pyramid, we use spaces along with an increasing number of stars to center the pattern. Okay, so that's all today's video. Today we learn how to create an inverted triangle and a pyramid pattern using nested loop in Python. The most important thing is not just to memorize the code, but understanding how the outer loop, inner loop, spaces and stars works together. Try this pattern yourself and experiment by changing the number of rows. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Hi Grishi Codes. In the next video, we will continue with more interesting Python concept. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Happy coding!